7:36. Am I insane? Absolutely. Is this going to be a good time? I sure as shit hope so. I don't know if I will be able to stay up the full 24 hours. The only reason I'm doing this, honestly, is because it is Monday. I just got off of work and I don't work again until Friday. So it'll kind of be the perfect opportunity. It's very likely also that I won't be able to stay up the 24 hours. In the case of that, I will have a timer going and I'll just stop it when I sleep. I'm not going to make myself utterly miserable. I'm currently heading to Target to, I don't know, I don't have a lot of short books, so I'm thinking I'll find just a cute little romance. I will report back at Target. And if you're seeing this, that means it's happening. I think I'm gonna do it. Wait, this one doesn't have a sticker. Perfect. This one has a sticker. Goodbye. Oh, I'm doing it. I bought that. I bought cookies. I have a little bit of food at home, enough to get me by the next couple of days. It's 8:18. I better go. Here's my quick little selection. I went and I bought this in Target, and I got it specifically because it's 100 pages and has really massive font. They're all short stories. I also have Normal People. I would love to finish Normal People. I'm a really slow reader, so I'm very curious to see how many books I actually finish. So I've got these two smaller ones, which is great. I've got Cold Mountain by Charles Fraser. So I've got these three options. So I am 52% into White Hot already. I'm probably gonna start with this. This is the Hidden Legacy series. The first one was Burn for Me. And then I also have the Ugies series if I wanted to start. Those are short-ish. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get to these, we'll see. I have those. I more than likely am going to be doing Check and Mate. I also have the audiobook for that. Those are my options. And I also, if I don't like any of those options, I have all of my books. My entire collection is here with me. Okay, it's 9:30. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm starting off with White Hot. I just kind of wanted to start off with something that I already had going, set myself up for success. So, this is made for children, if you didn't notice. Come up here. I'm 2.5 hours in, exhausted. I thought about going to sleep it's midnight. I thought about going to sleep till 6. I've already been awake for 15 hours. So 15 plus 24, 39. Yeah, there's no way. So, okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go to bed. Okay, so pause. Good night. I will see you hopefully at 6 in the morning. Good morning. Okay, I've had some coffee. I'm about to I read about 100 pages last night of White Hot, the Hidden Legacy series. Got about 100 pages left, so I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna sit outside with my dogs and do some reading, which should be nice, so. Okay, this has taken a turn that is way better than I was expecting, and I'm so excited to see where this ends up. Romantically, of course, but also just with the plot, too. Like, they're good. I have 67 pages left of White Hot. It's getting so good. I love these books. They're just so fun. And like, I really love the characters, but they're just fun. I don't know. I don't have a lot to say. It's not like an obsession level, which is kind of what I was expecting when I first started to read them, but I really, really enjoy them. They're a good time. I need to take a shower. I need to eat more food. Here's what I've decided to do. I'm gonna pause White Hot, even though I'm like at a really good part. And I'm going to start Check and Mate. It's the only book I have on audio right now. I might see if I can get another one. But that way I'm going to go drive and get some food, bring my Kindle with me, and I'm going to keep my timer going. It's currently paused, but I'm going to keep my timer going. That way I can like listen while I drive, still be reading, and then I'm going to grab some food and read my Kindle because I don't have headphones. I thought I had dog shampoo. I thought I had food than I did. I'm like, yeah, I can totally make that work, but I don't, and I'm starving. So that's what I'm about to go do. When I get back is when I will continue White Hot because, oh, it's getting good. Surprised. I feel very hooked already. I don't typically like YA, so I was very turned off by it, but I've got to say, some of the things that have already been talked about and just the way that this is going, it's like, it doesn't feel YA. I'm gonna keep reading. I am really liking it so far. I don't know. It's not really written for YA so far, in my opinion, but I'm liking it. It's fun. So, I'm right down the street from Mr. K's, which is like my favorite local bookstore. I have $8 left still from the trade where I had brought some of my own books in, and I've gone in there like 4 times trying to find something to buy with this $8, and I leave with nothing, which is really strange for me. So we're gonna give it another go, see if I can find something. I just don't really want to just buy something to buy something. I want to buy something that I want to read. So just posted about how I am going to reread Uglies and how I wish so badly I still had all of my old books because those covers are so nostalgic. Look what I just found for $4 each. I was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna like this series anymore, but I have to get them. They are only $4 each. And just looking at this, like, the nostalgia is so wild. I'm so excited. Oh my God, I can't believe that. I was like, maybe they'll have them. I got all 3 copies. Okay, it is 2:13. I'm back home. I've been reading for about like an hour or so. I've got to say, dude, I'm 26% into Checkmate. I might have to formally write an apology because I was really expecting to hate this. And I said as much on my Instagram. Anyway, I'm really liking this. I still stand true. There's a lot of like sex talk and hookups for people who are like 18 and 20. This is the thing. I don't feel like people who are 12 should not be reading about this stuff. That's not what I mean. I just think that like not a lot of 12 to 18-year-olds are having casual hookups with multiple people on a weekly to monthly basis or having like sex scandals. And so I just don't feel like it's like relatable to YA. Not that they like shouldn't be reading about these, but I don't know, this doesn't feel YA to me. These people should be in their early to mid 20s is my opinion on this. Again, that being said, I'm having so much fun and I really, really like this. I'm curious to see where it goes. 15.5 hours left. Oh my God. This is fun. I do wish that I was doing this with someone else. Something I will say is I'm really enjoying like bouncing back and forth between a couple of books, which I do read multiple books at a time, but not multiple books in one sitting at a time kind of thing. Usually like, you know, throughout a couple of days. Really enjoying that. I don't know. It's fun. I'm finding that that's keeping me very alert and like not tired. So, okay. I am 59, but I'm 60% into Check and Mate. I am blown away with how much I love this book. And it's got me thinking every single Allie Hazelwood book I've ever read has been mostly 4 stars. I always really like them. None of them are 5 stars for me. I really like her writing. However, she's got too much of that like cheesy try too hard, jokey. Like she always, I think it's great to have LGBTQ representation and to have like strong female characters and feminism, and I'm very supportive of writers including that in their books. But I hate when they talk about TikTok and YouTube and influencers, and I just feel like it's trying too hard to be like up with the times. And I feel like Allie Hazelwood really does that, and she really has some like cheesy jokes. That being said, her books are so bingeable, and they're always, I really do genuinely have a very good time when I read them. This one feels so different to me. It does still have some of that, and I honestly, what I think I like about this book is that there's no spice so far, and I can't believe I'm actually saying that. Maybe I just don't really like her spice. Bride is like one of my favorites of hers, but the very last spice scene, I was like, it was too much, like way too much. And so, but I feel like I might be liking this so much because it doesn't have spice. I've been saying, I'm trying to keep this spoiler free, so I'm trying to figure out how to word this. But I've been saying that it wasn't great for the YA demographic because of the sexual activity. I sound like a freaking 50-year-old woman right now. But the sexual activity of an 18 and 20-year-old and like the sex scandal that they talk about. But you learn that it's not what it seems. So I'm kind of taking that back. Anyways, I don't know. I'm really liking this, and I cannot believe how much I'm liking this. I don't typically read books in one sitting. I mean, this is like a rare circumstance because I'm doing this 24-hour challenge, but I think I would have done this anyways. Like, I'm just eating this up. So good. I'm so surprised. I keep saying that. I even said in on my Instagram, I thought I was going to DNF this, and I don't know. This very likely could be my only 5-star Allie Hazelwood, but I have to see what happens. But yeah, I'm just pretty sent. So anyway, it is 4:30. That's where we're at. I'm taking a quick break to make a coffee. It's like 5:30. It's almost 6. I'm about to hit the 12-hour mark, which is kind of crazy because I feel like I've been reading for a very long time. I haven't finished a book yet. I'm 76% into Check and Mate, and then I'm 80% into White Hot, so I'm almost done with both of those. And so what I think I'm going to do right now is I'm going to finish White Hot and start the little short story novel that I bought last night for this, and then I'm going to go back to Check and Mate, and then I'll still have like the entire night. So I could either finish Normal People or I could start listening. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to keep reading. I might have to listen, but I'm also not sure if I'm going to be able to stay awake. So that's my plan. This is crazy. I don't know how people do this. So nuts. It would definitely be more fun with someone else, but I think I would be a lot less focused. And I'm a slow reader, so I knew that I wouldn't get that many books read, but I'm just like, oh my God, I haven't even finished a full book yet. I'm almost done with 2, but it's really interesting. I'll be lucky if I finish 4, but we'll see. I just picked back up White Hot, and it's so freaking interesting. There are so many similarities between Nevada, this main character, and Mallory, the main character in Check and Mate. Both of them take care of their 2 sisters. Both of them also financially take care of their family because their father has died. Both of their mothers have some sort of like sickness or something causing them to not be able to work, and neither of them fought so hard to not be with the person that they were with, which is insane. I'm just like going back and forth. I'm like, oh my God, they're the same person. Very weird that I'm reading them in this 24-hour reading challenge. I've got 10 hours and 32 minutes. I just finished White Hot. So good. It was such a satisfying ending. A lot more romance at the end of this one, which I really loved. I love Mad Rogan. When she calls him Connor, I just like, no one really gets to see Connor anymore but her. Love Rogan. Love Nevada. Love them together. I just love these characters, truly. And that's my favorite thing in reading is the character development. And if I fall in love with a character, I'm pretty likely going to love the book. But anyways, next, is this guy. I'm hoping I like it. I don't know a lot about it. It had really good reviews. Apparently a lot of people had to read this in school. I did not. So I'm gonna get this one started. Okay, I just finished checking mate and it was so cute. Oh my god, I honestly think this might be my favorite Allie Hazelwood book, which is so funny. I think it even beats Bride. It's not a 5-star though. Honestly, if it didn't have the third act breakup, it might have been. I just really hate a third act breakup. Sometimes they're fine. Like in Funny Story, it really didn't bother me. And this one, it all like played out very well. It made sense, but I was like, ugh, meh. But it was so cute and I really liked it. Anyways, I don't think I can keep reading this, at least not tonight. I'm thinking I'm gonna read Uglies. It's only 11:38. I have a little bit longer than I thought. I have almost 8 hours. I think I'm gonna start this. My goodness, look at that. Good morning. If you can guess, I didn't stay up all night. Last night, I was just like, I don't think I can do it. So we're just gonna do the last 6.5 hours. Since I already was like, well, I already fell asleep, I may as well just do that again. So that's kind of where I'm at. I got to like 30 or 40 pages in Uglies, and so far I'm definitely interested in it. But it's not YA, it's teen, and you can tell in the dialogue. Like, the one girl's so angsty, which, like, I was a teen when I read and I loved. But now, as a 32-year-old woman, I'm just kind of like, oof. Basically, it's just very teen angsty. And I'm going to keep reading. I'm for sure going to read the first one. Side note, I don't feel bad having bought those covers. You know, I'm not like, oh, like, what a waste. Because it's something I used to really, really love. And it's about to be a movie. I'm sure the movie's going to be great. I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to see, I might get through 1 or 2 of those. I'm not sure. And then I'm kind of feeling audiobooky. So I might be starting the women today. We'll see. I'm on page 158 of Uglies. And I've got 3 hours and 12 minutes left. This isn't bad, per se. Just a little bored. I really enjoy his writing. Not disliking this at all. It's not a bad book. I'm gonna take a shower. This video is the most accurate depiction of how much of a mood reader I am, because I just tried to listen to the last couple of hours of the audiobook that I started like 2 weeks ago. Had zero interest in it. I even tried to read some of the Mango Street book. I was like, maybe I can just finish that and like that will be that, and couldn't even do that. So I'm gonna see if I can finish Normal People. I know I like Normal People, so these last 3 hours are gonna kill me. But that's my plan to finish this out. Let's hope that it works. Well, I did not quite finish it. I've got about 70 pages left. Look! I'm so happy to be done. Well, it made no sound, but ta-da! Okay, officially finished my reading challenge. I'm very excited about it. We're going to talk about the things I read really quick. First things first, I'm a slow reader. So I knew I wasn't going to be reading like a ton. So I finished Checkmate. I read 44 pages in this. I think I'm going to be either returning or selling this because it's going to be a DNF for me, which makes me very sad. Okay, let me just tell you, I read the back. Beloved by readers of all ages, taught everywhere from grade schools to universities across the country and translated all over the world. I really had high expectations for this, and it's just not for me. It's very much fiction that is written like poetry, and I don't like that. That's just, I tend to really, really not enjoy that. I don't really like poetry, which it's like hard for me to say as a reader because how can you not like poetry? But I don't really like it. So that's a DNF, and I'm probably going to be getting one of it pretty soon. I read White Hot, which is the second one in the Hidden Legacy series. I've talked about Burn For Me a little bit. If you follow me on Instagram, this was the second one. Loved it. I read 50% of it. I don't know how many pages, but did that. I listened to 20 Minutes of the Hunter by Tana French, and then was like, I'll finish that later. Wasn't in the mood for it. I read 165 pages of Ugies, 81 pages of Normal People. So I was expecting to read 3 or 4 books. I technically finished 2 and then read a bunch of other ones. So I'm overall, I feel pretty satisfied with that. I'm a slow reader, so keep that in mind. Something else I would do differently, and I think I've already talked about this, but I would just plan more. I didn't plan very well for this. I'm like an hour before, I'm like, I'm gonna start a 24-hour readathon at 9:30 p.m. and not even like thinking about anything else. Like if I had food, if I had snacks, really. I went to Target to buy a book. That's the only thing I did. And that was not very successful. And so I would plan a little bit better. I would also say it would have been a lot more fun with someone else. I also am not sure if I would be way too distracted to do it with someone else. I have no idea. So anyway, plan better, preferably do it with someone else. And other than that, it was fun. I had a good time. So if you watched this whole thing, thank you for being here. And make sure you like, subscribe, comment, do all the things you do on YouTube. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.